Good morning, children. Welcome to English class. Today, we'll start with Act 3, Scene 4. We have completed Act 3, Scene 3 in the other class. I hope you revised that scene. That was a very small scene. Okay. Now, today, we'll start Scene 4. Act 3, Scene 4. That's a bit longer one. Okay. So this scene takes us back to Portia's residence at Belmont. Okay, you can see on the screen Portia's mansion in Belmont. At this time, Bassanio and Gratiano have left for Venice, and Portia devises a clever plan to save Antonio's life. And in this scene, you can discover new shades in the personality of Portia. So far, we have known that she is a woman having all graceful womanly virtues or qualities. But here, we are going to find that she is a woman of quick decision and determined action. The moment she finds that the life of her husband's friend is in danger, she plans to go to Venice and save him. And this scene has got a great significance because it will lead us to the crucial trial scene. And now in this scene, you can find she hands over the charge of her house to Lorenzo and Jessica and decides to go to the holy places in the company of Nerissa. This is what she tells her people in the mansion. Actually, she goes to, or she plans to go to Venice to save Antonio. Okay, so we'll start from the textbook. Okay, please take your textbook. It's page number, if you're following the Turner textbook, that is page number 108, 108. Okay. Act 3, Scene 4, Belmont, a hall in Portia's house. Okay. Enter Portia, Nerissa, Lorenzo, Jessica, and Balthazar. So I think this name is not familiar to you, Balthazar. Okay. Nerissa, you know, the waiting maid, Lorenzo and Jessica, you know, and Balthazar is one of the trustworthy servants of Portia. Now, Lorenzo speaks. Madam, although I speak it in your presence, you have a noble and a true conceit of godlike amity, which appears more strongly in bearing thus the absence of your lord. Okay. Now, Lorenzo tells Jessica that he does not hesitate to speak to Portia in her presence. Madam, although I speak it in your presence, you have a noble and true conceit. So what does Lorenzo want to tell her? He wants to tell Portia that she has got a noble and a true conceit. That means a noble and true conceit means she has got good understanding good understanding, and spiritual friendship. Okay, God-like amity, spiritual friendship, and God-like amity. So amity again, friendship, divine, okay, a divine friendship, which appears most strongly in bearing thus the absence of your Lord. And this is shown, and how this true conceit or a divine friendship and good understanding, how is it shown? It is shown, or it most appear in bearing thus the absence of your Lord. So it is shown in the way she endures, or she was able to bear the absence of her Lord, absence of her Lord, absence of Bassanio. Now you know that Bassanio and Gratiano have left to Venice uh, on the wedding day itself. So that's why Lorenzo says she has the godlike amity and true understanding, which appears that she bears, or how enduring she is, okay, or endure the absence of her husband. But if you knew to whom you show this honor, how true a gentleman you send relief, how dear a lover of my lord, your husband, I know you would be prouder of the work than customary bounty can enforce you. So Lorenzo goes on to say that if she knew how good a gentleman she has sent relief, okay, if you knew to whom you show this honor, how true a gentleman. So whom does she send relief? She has sent relief to the true gentleman, that is Antonio. How dear a lover of my Lord. How dear a lover. Here lover just means a close friend, okay. How dear a lover of my Lord, lover of my Lord, that is close friend of my Lord, that is Bassanio, your husband, Portia's husband. So Antonio is the close friend of Bassanio, that is Bassanio, Portia's husband. I know you would be prouder if she knows that, or if she comes to know that what a gentleman is Antonio, then she would be proud of her work, prouder of the work than customary bounty. Okay, so she will be proud to know that she has uh, sent relief to a good gentleman, okay, prouder of the work than customary bounty. That means usually she does uh, acts of generosity, okay, so then prouder of the work than the usual generosity can enforce you, okay. So she will be prouder of this particular action that she has done than the usual generosity that she does. Now, Portia, how does Portia reply? How does Portia reply to this? I never did repent for doing good, nor shall not now. So Portia replies that she has never, or she never regretted for doing good, and even now she had not regretted for doing good. For in companions that do converse and waste time together, whose souls do bear an equal yoke of love, there must be needs a like proportion of lineaments, of manners, and of spirit. Okay, so Portia tells that for in companions, because in companions, friends, that do converse, that means they who talk together and waste the time together. Waste the time together means who walk together, spend time together, talking and being together always. Okay, that do converse and waste the time together, whose souls do bear an equal yoke of love. So their souls are joined together, okay, by an equal yoke of love. That means they bear equal love for each other. So here yoke, I think you might have seen. How many of you have seen bullock carts? Bullock carts. Okay, so you might have seen a piece of wood that is kept on the okay, across the two bullocks on the neck. Okay, and so that they carry the equal weight. So when the bullocks pulls the cart, both carry equal weight. Okay? So what she tells here is that when two friends, when they are close friends, they have the equal bearing or equal love for each other. That's what she means to say here. There must be, now she goes on to say that there must be needs a like proportion of lineaments, and these people, when they are together for a lot, every time, or when they talk together, when they spend time together, there must be needs a like proportion. There must be a similarity. Okay, there must be similarity of what, like proportion of lineaments, okay, features of manners and of spirit. That means characteristics, disposition, manners and of spirit, which makes me think that this Antonio, being the bosom lover of my Lord, must needs be like my Lord. Okay, so there must be needs like proportion of lineaments, of manners and of spirit. So there must be similarity of character, features and disposition. That makes me think, that makes Portia think that this Antonio, that is Bassanio's friend Antonio, being the bosom lover. Bosom, actually bosom means chest. Okay, so bosom lover means close friend. Okay, one who or a friend that you keep close to your heart. Okay, bosom lover, that is close friend of my Lord. Being the bosom lover of my Lord, must needs be like my Lord. So she comes to a conclusion that since Antonio is a close friend of Bassanio, he must be like her Lord. He must be surely like Bassanio. See, we know that when two friends, when if you have a close friend, okay, now without seeing you, I can tell your character by seeing your friend, because both of you may have similar character, behavior, manners, all this. So that's why the it is said that show me your friend, I'll tell your character. That's what. Okay. So Portia concludes that this Antonio, Bassanio's friend, will be a good gentleman because he is the friend of Bassanio. Now, next line. How little is the cost I have bestowed? No, sorry, if it be so, how little is the cost I have bestowed in purchasing the semblance of my sword. Now, if that is the case, okay, if that is the case, how little is the cost? I spent only very little in purchasing the semblance of my soul. Okay, so she says that she has spent only very little, or how slight is the expense that she has made in purchasing. In purchasing here, actually purchase means buy, but here it means in delivering or in saving, in saving the semblance of my soul. Semblance, okay, you resemble your mother or father. So semblance means who is exactly like, looks like. Okay, so semblance of my soul. Who is the semblance of my soul? My soul is Bassanio. So who look, or who is like the soul, that is who is like Bassanio, that is Antonio. So how little is the cost I have bestowed in purchasing the semblance of my soul from out the state of hellish cruelty. So she says that she has spent only very little in redeeming Antonio from the hellish, devilish, okay, hellish cruelty, or from, that is hellish cruelty. When you uh, or when hellish cruelty is referred here, you know that, okay, what is the hellish cruelty referred here? Shylock insists in taking 1 pound of flesh from Antonio. That is the hellish cruelty referred here. So that's why she says she has spent only very little in delivering Antonio from the cruel hands of Shylock. This comes too near the praising of myself, therefore, no more of it. So she tells that if she goes on telling this, it will be like praising herself. That means what she has done to, or done for uh, Antonio. So if she goes on telling like this, it is like praising her act or praising herself. So that's why she says, what does she say? So therefore, no more of it. So I'm going to stop this. Okay, telling about this. Therefore, no more of it. Here are the things. Now listen to something else that I want to tell you, Lorenzo. Here are the things, Lorenzo. So she tells Lorenzo something else, or ask Lorenzo to listen to her because she wants to tell something else. And what does she say? I commit into your hands the husbandry and manage of my house until my Lord's return. For mine own part, I have toward heaven breathed a secret vow to live in prayer and contemplation, only attended by Nerissa here, until her husband and my Lord's return. So this is what she tells Lorenzo. Lorenzo, I commit into your hands. I'm going to entrust into your hands the husbandry and manage of my house. What do you mean by husbandry and manage of my house? That is the control and management of her mansion, the whole uh, control and management. She's going to entrust the control and management of her mansion to Lorenzo until my Lord's return, until Bassanio returns. Then she tells that for mine own part, as far as I am concerned, I have toward heaven breathed a secret vow. So she says that she has made an oath. Okay? She has made an oath. And what is the oath that she had made? That uh, she would live in prayer and contemplation. So she had made an oath that she's going to live in prayer and contemplation. That is, she's going to uh, visit holy places, and she is going to spend her time in prayer and meditation, only attended by Nerissa here. And she's going to be accompanied by, or she is accompanied by Nerissa, only Nerissa. That means she's going to, or she'll be taking Nerissa with her until her husband and my lord's return. You know that Bassanio and Gratiano have gone to Venice. So she tells that uh, she will live, or both Nerissa and Portia will live in prayer and meditation until their husband's return. There is a monastery 2 miles off, and there will we abide. So she tells that there is a monastery in Belmont 2 miles away from her mansion. So when she tells monastery here, what she meant is that nunnery, okay? Like monastery is a place or where monks live. And so we can say a nunnery, that is a place where nuns live. So there is a monastery 2 miles off, and there will we abide. So she tells that Portia and Riza are going to live there. I do desire you not to deny this imposition. So she tells Lorenzo that, see, Lorenzo, I don't want you to deny this imposition. So she wants Lorenzo to accept this task wholeheartedly. So no to deny this imposition. Here imposition means task. So she wants Lorenzo to accept this task. And then, the which my love and some necessity now lays upon you. So this is a task that she is going to entrust on him with love and her present necessity. Okay, so the time, okay, what she has to do some important things, so that's why she entrusts her mansion and its control and management to Lorenzo. Now, what does Lorenzo reply? Now, Lorenzo says, Madam, with all my heart, I shall obey you in all fair commands. So, Lorenzo, accept this wholeheartedly. Okay, so he says that he would obey her command wholeheartedly. Okay. And then Portia, my people do already know my mind. Okay. So Portia tells Lorenzo that my people, here my people means all the people in her mansion, the servants in her mansion do already know my mind. My mind means, okay, they already know her intention or her plans. Okay, that means Portia had already told her servants about her intentions and will acknowledge you and Jessica in place of Lord Bassanio and myself. And so it will be easy for her servants to accept Lorenzo and Jessica in the place of Lord Bassanio and Portia. So that means Portia's servants will accept, Portia's servants will accept Lorenzo and Jessica as their lord and mistress. And so, farewell till we shall meet again. So, Portia bids them farewell and tells or bids them goodbye till they meet again. Lorenzo says, fair thoughts and happy hours attend on you. So before she goes, Lorenzo wishes her happy hours. Okay, that means pleasant, or may your thoughts be pleasant. Okay. Pleasant and happy hours attend on you. This is what Lorenzo wishes her. Now, Jessica, I wish your ladyship all hearts content. Now, Jessica also comes forward and wishes Portia. What does she wish her? All heart's content. That means whatever she wishes should come true, or fulfillment of her heart's desire. This is what Jessica wishes Portia. Portia, I thank you for your wish and am well pleased. So she thanks her and Lorenzo. Then, to wish it back on you, fare you well, Jessica. So she also wishes them the all the good things that she can wish for them, and then bids goodbye to Jessica. Now, Jessica and Lorenzo exit from the stage, and now Portia turns to Balthazar. Now, Balthazar, as I have ever found thee honest, true, so let me find these still. Take the same letter and use thou all the endeavor of a man in speed to Padua. See thou render this into my cousin's hand, Dr. Bellario. Now, Portia turns to Balthazar. And who is Balthazar? Okay, Balthazar is the most honest and trustworthy servant of Portia. So she tells, as I have ever found thee honest, true. So she had always found Balthazar very honest and trustworthy. So let me find thee still. So still, that means she wants him to be trustworthy always. Take the same letter, and she asked him to do something. What is that? Take this letter. So she gives Balthazar a letter and ask him to take this too, and use thou all the endeavor of a man in speed to Padua. So she asked him to go to or travel to Padua. Okay, and now the place Padua, that is an Italian city, Padua. So he has to take this letter to Padua in speed, that means as fast as he can, and see thou render this into my cousin's hand. See that he delivers this letter to her cousin's hand. Who is that cousin? Dr. Bellario. And look what notes and garments he doth give thee, and see that what notes and garments he doth give thee. And he has to bring what? The notes. Here notes refer to the legal notes. Okay, the legal notes that Dr. Bellario, and Dr. Bellario here, he is the doctor of law. Okay, and he has to take the legal notes that he gives him, and also the garments. Here garments means the dress of a lawyer and the dress of a clerk. Both these dresses he has to take, and then bring them, I pray thee, with imagined speed. So he has to bring all these things to her with imagined speed. What is that imagined speed? Imagined speed means the speed that a person can take. Okay, the maximum speed that a person can imagine. Okay, that's what. So he has to come back very fast with these garments and legal notes. Bring them, I pray thee, with imagined speed unto the tragic, to the common ferry. So he has to come to the tragic, that is what the common ferry is called. So Portia and Nerissa will be waiting at the common ferry, which trades to Venice. So they also have to travel to Venice and they will be waiting there. Waste no time in words. So she tells that we don't have time to waste in talking. Waste no time in words, but get thee gone. So she tells Balthasar to go at once, immediately. I shall be there before thee. So she is also going to be there. That is, wait at the tragic, and she will be there before Balthasar returns to the common ferry or the tragic. Balthasar, Madam, I go with all convenient speed. Now Balthasar um, replies that he will go as fast as he can to Padua and do his task. And what is the task given to him? He has to deliver the letter that Portia had given him, and then from there he has to bring the notes and the garments that Dr. Bellario gives him. Okay, children, read the textbook thoroughly. Okay, we'll see in the next class.